Listen, we got to discuss breaking news in the sport of boxing right now involving Saul Canelo Alvarez. Listen, we all know Edgar Berlanga. Shout out New York City. You already know what it is. Edgar Berlanga been calling for this fight for Lord knows how long. He has let the world know that basically he is ready for Canelo Alvarez. He is tired of, running and, you know, Canelo looking to take this opponent and that opponent. It's time, for Canelo Alvarez to fight Edgar Berlanga. Now, I got some breaking news because this fight, the title fight is going to be a little, um, I wouldn't say controversial, but it's something crazy because Canelo Alvarez will reportedly be stripped of his IBF super middleweight title prior to the September 14th fight against Berlanga. We're gonna break news on that as well, so make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe. Canelo basically he didn't go on his mandatory, so it was overdue. But this fight still will be for some gold because Alvarez will be looking to put up, one of his WBA, WBC, and WBO titles against Edgar Berlanga. All I've been hearing Edgar Berlanga, talk about is he want the Canelo fight. He want the Canelo fight. It's almost like it's been a part of his career, and for it to happen, I know that he's excited. I know his family is excited. He is bringing it to you as Puerto Rico versus Mexico. Edgar Berlanga is undefeated, no losses, no draws, 22-0, 17 wins by the way of knockout, the chosen one. We all know this guy has been chosen, but I like I said, when you look at Canelo, man, Canelo Alvarez 61, 2-2. It's gonna be very very troubling in my opinion, because I think Canelo is gonna bring something to the table that I think a lot of his opponents, really just get caught a little off guard by, because Canelo got that power, man. So I don't know if Edgar Berlanga is coming in to win it, or is he just here to get that check? Because we all know that check is going to be real, so it is what it is at the end of the day. Um, Berlanga, to me, in my opinion, I think he bruises pretty easily. That's one of my only criticism. He opens himself up, so you got to make sure that he don't get caught with one of them big shots by Canelo, because it could be all she wrote. We all know after Canelo has lost to Dimitri Bivol, in an attempt to secure the WBA lightweight heavyweight title in 2022, Alvarez won 4 straight fights to retain his super middleweight titles. This includes the most recent victory, a unanimous decision win over Jamie Mangia on May 4th to improve his overall record. So it's a good situation. Berlanga, he's coming off of a February win over McCory. Now, like I said, he is undefeated, no losses, no draws. You know, um, if you've been living under a rock, Berlanga, he started off his career with 16 straight knockouts, in the first round. So a lot of people are still captivated by that. They kind of still living on that. So now you seeing Berlanga. What I will give him is he's showing that he can go the distance. But can he go the distance with Canelo is the question. We've seen everything by Berlanga. We've seen him get dropped and get back up. So he got to make sure that when he does face Canelo, he get his defense right. Because Canelo is gonna touch him. You know, and let's see what happens. We're gonna find out. I think that one thing I could say is he could make history, and that's gonna be a key. He could be one of the guys that continues to call out Canelo, or he could be one of the guys that actually calls him out and takes him out. So he'll be in that same. I wouldn't say up there with Bivol, but you. I think that if Berlanga beats Canelo, you got to put him in a whole nother stratosphere. I mean, you got to reassess him on what could happen and this that, and the third. But this fight is confirmed, y'all. It's going down. Y'all better make sure y'all look out September 14th, live from the T-Mobile Arena. Canelo Promotions presents Canelo versus Berlanga. We all know the PBC, is doing big things on the zone. You catch this on Prime Video. Everybody gonna be trying to watch this fight, because I think that the build is there, and it's got history. These guys been chirping and looking to call each other out for a long time now. So for it now to finally come to pass, man, I know, boxing fans everywhere is very excited, because we could need to continue this trend that's happening right now with boxing, where the fans getting the fights that they want to see. Too many times we, as fans, we get, robbed in that situation. We don't get a chance to really see the fight, or we get it when guys are, like I said, what was it, the Pacquiao versus Mayweather? When these guys are a little too old and they should have did it a few years earlier, it would have been this, that, and the third. But we got what we got. So it's a double-edged sword. So, you know, um, shout out to everybody. Make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe. You don't want to miss a second of boxing coverage. This fight is confirmed, for Las Vegas in September. So y'all better look out. He will defend, from reports WBC, WBA, WBO, and IBF super middleweight titles. So it's crazy. But like I said, he's this. I'm looking at a report from recently. So remember, Canelo did get stripped of the IBF, so he's gonna be looking to defend every title except for that. So it's gonna be interesting, y'all. I think that we just getting going. You know, this is gonna be a good build. I think the promos. I can only imagine the press conference, and we're gonna get this thing right back on right rolling. Like I could see a face off happening like literally as soon as possible. You got August and September. This gonna be a quick build, man. So fireworks about to go down. We're gonna hear it. We're gonna hear critics from Canelo saying, "Oh, he took an easier fight. He did this. You ducked this one and that, and then you go for Berlanga." But I really do think that Canelo, he could drop Berlanga. I just think that, like I said, I'm gonna be rooting for Edgar Berlanga. I say this in closing because he's from New York, and he's a decent dude. But I just think that this is a horrible matchup for him. So I don't understand. He fought for he was fighting for this fight. Now he got it. So he gotta deliver the goods. It's Flight Sports TV. You already know.